Did that make your parents a little bit frustrated? Yeah, I can imagine. All right, so angels, what we're going to do today is we're going to consolidate the design of our Spartosaurus. So what I'm going to ask you all to do right now is please open up your sketchbook to the next available blank page and put it landscape, please. We'll be mostly working with pencils to start, but including some color is totally welcome, and I totally support you doing it. What's up, honey?
I have another thing I wanted to tell, but I went to break.
Quickly.
The day it snowed like a lot. My dad, he went out like at 5 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And pulled a bunch of people out, and he pulled a city bus out.
Really? Whoa! Oh.
It was,
What was your dad using?
it was one of those off-road jeeps, and it was turned halfway across the road, and people couldn't get through.
And so your dad did your dad have a winch on that?
Yeah.
Was it one of the Whistle construction trucks or? Oh, sorry, I can't hear you.
It was stone.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Your dad's got a cool company. I haven't tried a company like that. All right, so angels, first thing we're gonna do. So please, at the top of your page, we're gonna write the word Spartosaurus because that's what we're gonna be designing. A Spartosaurus is spelled S-P-A-R-T-A. And then S-A-U-R-U-S. Now, a Spartosaurus was a very rare dinosaur. Yeah. And it was known to growl Nil Nisi Dinosauritum at times when it would chase around its prey. Anyway, listen. So the Spartosaurus is just your dinosaur and the design that you're going to put for it. Since we're all Spartans and we're all part of STS, Spartosaurus is just a fun way of naming the dinosaur. Please nod your head if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Cool. So the first thing I want to identify is that you guys, so this is going to be brainstorming drawings to help you consolidate the animal that you want to make out of clay. Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah. Cool. So first thing I always want to determine is your animal going to be a carnivore, a herbivore, or an omnivore? Now, does anyone know what a carnivore mainly eats or only eats? What does a carnivore only eat? Donald?
Meat.
Meat is correct. What does a herbivore only eat? Miss Magic? Plants, that's right. And an omnivore? Point at an omnivore. If you see an omnivore, point at an omnivore. Yeah, we're omnivores. What does an omnivore eat? Amy? Yeah, pretty much everything. You know, we can eat meat and we can eat plants. I mean, obviously, if we want to get into the whole social justice of it, there are many of us who choose to be vegetarians, and that would then suggest that you're a herbivore. Of course, the fact is that your body can still process meat and utilize the minerals and vitamins and proteins from it. But the species that we are, Homo sapiens, are omnivores. So based on that, let's look at a couple of different mouth types. So what? So a Spinosaurus, yeah, so it eats fish. Now, fish are animals. So if you're gonna like sub-detail, because I know humans have vegetarian diets, they have vegan diets, they have pescatarian diets. A pescatarian only eats fish and then plants. So if I'm calling it a carnivore, Sean, a Spinosaurus is a carnivore. So you're correcting me, but you're wrong. So we'll move on. All right, so let's start with the mouth of a carnivore, okay? So what I'll have you do is let's draw, well, let's see, how can we do it? All right, here we go. Please draw a horizontal line about your pinky finger long. Anywhere on the page. Just go near the top of the page. Feather pressure. So you're just drawing a horizontal line. Cool. Then we can draw. So I'm going to draw the mouth as if it was facing you. Okay? So it's the mouth. The teeth that we're about to draw are teeth facing forward. Nod your head if you're with me. All right, cool. So we'll actually start with a herbivore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all the teeth just rugged little rectangles or rounded rectangles with a flat chewing surface. I'll go about 4 on one side, 3 or 4 on either. Well, go for about 8. On the top, 8 on the bottom. Little rugged rectangles. When I say rugged rectangles, I'm referring to like rounded edges and like recognizably imperfect shapes. So this would fall under herbivore.
Do we write herbivore there?
That's not a bad idea. If you're nodding, I'm moving. No rush. You're nodding, I'm moving. Cool. All right, decided about the same length, another feather pressure line about pinky finger long. We're going to go for a carnivore's teeth right now. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to draw a little curved line like that down, and then I'm going to make it a point, and I'm going to come back up. So this will be a sharp tooth pointing downwards, a sharp tooth pointing downwards. You'll see a little curve going this way, a little curve going this way. You're nodding, I'm moving. Cool, there's a bunch of different ways we could do this. Has anyone ever seen like the mouth of an alligator where like some of the teeth are pointing down, some of the teeth are pointing up, and it's all kind of crazy looking, like there's just like an alligator really needs a dentist? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it kind of like that. So now I'm going to show the 2 bottom teeth. So check it. There's going to be a little bit of overlap. So I'm just going to draw a point up like this, and I'll draw it down. It's almost like I'm just drawing a series of teardrops. So the rounded side for these ones are here. The rounded side is there. And I think if you're comfortable, you'll recognize the pattern and the repetition of pointy down, pointy up. Yeah. Like, and I'm not kidding when I say that this is a very good group of drawers. And one of the things that you'll recognize in as you progress as an artist is the willingness to do a repeated shape with accuracy numerous times. It shows up all the time. And, sometimes the boring parts of making a good drawing can very well be the determining factor between whether or not it's a great drawing or just average. Like, let me explain what I mean. So, all right. For example, so I was drawing a big wheel the other day with flying pictures while I'm getting my sketchbook. And I was just drawing a big wheel for fun. There was an idea for a skateboard, and I just wanted to figure out something like that. And so, just as a quick sketch or idea, the willingness to put that background behind it kind of gives it context. And even though it's all just grays, I wanted the grays to sit there to make the big wheel stand out. Doing that made all these bright colors look brighter. So even though this was a little bit dull, it was worth it to make the other things bright. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, there's other things I could show too. So this set of teeth here, so this is a herbivore, this is a carnivore. Now, don't worry too much about spelling. I think it's a good idea to write these down, so I would suggest you do. Carnivore is spelled C-A-R-N-I-V-O-R-E. Next one we'll do is omnivore. So if you could just write or draw a little pinky finger line. As many as we need to do. So off this little line as an omnivore, what we'll do is we'll start with the two top teeth and the two bottom teeth will be kind of square. You're nodding, I'm moving. And then this one on either side will be a little bit pointy. Just like a chubby little teardrop compared to these ones. These two bottoms will be a little bit pointy. You're nodding, I'm moving. Cool. The third one will be quite pointy. Oops, that's a big one. We'll put the bottom ones pointy too. Have a little overlap. Boop, boop. And then the final ones on either side are flat again. Omnivore. Cool, cool. If you're nodding, I'm moving. Sweet. All right, and just to finish it off, we're gonna draw a beak. So check it out. Nice curving line to a point, bringing it back up, making the connection. This will be like a raptor type beak. You put a little hole there to suggest where a nostril might be. And then you're nodding, I'm moving. Okay, we'll do the bottom part of the beak. It's just like this, and it can curve up and in, like that. So if it was open, it would look like that. A little tongue. Yeah, little cute birdie. Caw-caw.
Now it looks angry.
Trying. All right, cool. So from here, what I want, yeah, I think we should, yeah. Let's move on to feet, okay? Feet. So there's, and so obviously this is a beak. In terms of feet, we have to consider how this animal gets around. And there's a variety of different types of ends of a limb, like a foot or an arm. And relative to where it lives and what it looks like, has a strong determination in what the foot's shape would be. So what I'm getting at is this. If you, oh, and by the way, in terms of a herbivore, I was thinking about it as we were drawing it. Does anyone know what is special about the mouth of a camel? Does anyone know there's something special about the teeth of a camel? Take a guess. Please feel free to. Cass, what do you think? No, they're quite flat. They're quite flat, but a camel only has teeth on the bottom of its mouth. It doesn't have any teeth on the top. It's got no top teeth. It just grinds. I think alpacas are like that too, but I'm not sure. Amy? Oh yeah, it can spit all right. Camels definitely can spit. It's super gross. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So first foot I want to do, well, let's take a look at it. So what we'll do is we'll draw kind of a bit of a diagonal line and then straighten it out. So it's just bing, bing. Try that. All right. And then at the bottom, I want you to draw kind of like what we've just been drawing. Draw a little tooth like that at the bottom. Shh. So if you've drawn that little tooth, give me a nod. Great. Draw one beside it as well, like that. Draw a third. You're nodding, I'm moving. All right, cool. Then watch this. Draw a little line like that, just going over the top of that toenail. And then just draw another little boop, boop, like that. Like a little bird in the distance. Cool. I'm going to show one more of the toes just kind of showing up here, just to kind of suggest that it goes all the way around the foot. Yeah, like the toes are like that. It's to make, you'll trust me. See this little detail I'm talking about? This little detail right there. Cool. Watch this. Another little wrinkle like that. You thought it was a bird? No, no, this isn't a bird. This is like a rhino or a elephant or a woolly mammoth type foot. Focus, guys. Check it out. Come up here, little bend, like that. Maybe another one, and then whoop, whoop, the leg. So from here, it could be like a great big burly animal. Yep. Woolly mammoth, elephant. Yep. So there would be the other foot. Oh, geez, I'm drawing all over my book. I think the knee might be wrong there. That's probably what's bothering me. Cool. Look, I'm drawing an elephant in the middle of my picture. So that's a, as you can see, and as what you can see that's involved and unrolled here, this is the kind of foot or the kind of platform that would be the foundation of a very heavy animal, like a brachiosaurus or a brontosaurus, hippo. Nice. Whoever said hippo, that's right. Elephant, woolly mammoth, rhino, big platform, carries a lot of weight. Next foot we'll do is a fast moving animal's foot. So please follow along. We'll go like this. Do you have room? Find room. If you have to go to another page, go for it. If it would be ideal to keep your feet together though. Anyway, here we go. Check it out. We're gonna go diagonal line, okay? Like a greater than symbol. Yeah. You with me? You're nodding and moving? Cool. This would be, well, you'll see. So from here, we'll go, bring it out a little bit and down, and then back, like that. Like you're trying to draw the letter G, but you just ran out of patience. Cool. Watch, draw another one here. So ding, ding, ding. Put a little toenail there, put a little toenail there. Could be. Check it out. Going back, I think I might add a third one right here. So if you have two, you're nodding. Check it out. I'll draw another one right here, another little toe that comes up, and then I'll put a little toenail on it too. So there should be 3 visible toes, boop, 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 with nails. Cool? This is now a little bit too short, so I'm just going to go a little bit further back, like that. Then we're going to come up, like so. There might be a little bump here. Cool. And then bring the back of the leg up. You could apply fur on this if you would like. This could be reflective of the kind of foot that you would see on a fast-moving mammal, since it's got fur on it. Doesn't necessarily have to have fur on it. You could even put like a little dew claw back here too, which would make sense. That's another foot. What's up, Bame?
Why is there like a cross sort of on the back of the foot?
Because
It's like heels.
yeah, it's like heels. It's reflective of an animal that where it might, as it's evolved to be standing on its tiptoes, and this thumb detail kind of becomes more slight, but it still exists as part of the limb. And if the animal was then sitting, it would provide that heel-like brace at the back of it for taking off with, as like the foundation of the platform for when it lands, it can take off again. Does that make sense? Or just as it's scalloping. Okay, another possible foot. Let's do something like a bird foot, okay? So from here, let's draw one. We'll start with one claw like that. There's a million different ways of doing this. I'm not expecting you in any way to be like following word for word. This isn't the Bible. This is just suggestions and ideas for how to draw limbs. Stay focused, Cass. Don't lose track on this, honey. So from this one claw, let's draw another claw right beside it. Am I keeping you awake, Kick Jot? I'm sorry if I am. If you got 2 claws, I'm moving on. Cool. Let's draw a third. So this is basically going to be like the foot of a bird or some sort of velociraptor or something like that. Pterodactyl. If you got that, give me a nod. Sweet. Watch this. from this first claw, I'm just going to draw a diagonal line up like this. Second claw, I'm going to do the same. Third claw, I'm going to do the same. So we got 3 little lines. Cool. You're nodding, I'm moving. On the bottom of it, I'll put a little padding like that. So just a little curl up. Good. I'll draw a line like this, nice curving line. Then another curvy line like this, and another curvy line like this. Like 2 backward letter J's, lazily drawn. Cool. It's going to be like the back claw for how to hold on to a tree branch. So we have 1, 2, 3 claws here. I'll draw another claw right there. Some of you guys are looking confused. Does this make sense that it looks like a bird's leg? Okay, so watch. So I'll go here like this. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up. And so you could put a whole bunch of little happy faces like this to suggest scales. Happy, 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 happy. Cool. What's up, Pickle? Oh, yeah. Well, we're actually going to have time to work on that, too. Let me see your drawings. Good. Well, that's exactly why I did that. Excellent. Oh, that's good. You're eligible, so it looks great. Where's the rest of your feet? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, it's just your toe, the back toe, where you put it. Look at how Christina has angled it just in the opposite direction. Cool. That looks good, Ishka. Oh, that looks good. Violet, you happy? Oh, that looks good. That looks good. No, we're not doing clay. Those are great. Awesome. Okay, let's all flip to the next page. All right, cool. So here's what we're going to do. Please put a dot in the center of your page. Oh, just pencil. Vertical line through. Whatever color you want to work with, it doesn't matter. So you have a vertical line through your page, just gentle drawing pressure, whatever's comfortable. Then you've got a dot in the center. If you've got that, you're nodding. Sweet. Now, just on one side only, please draw a line across. Awesome. Then, please split, split the bottom.
Are we making a corner?
No, that's a good question. So, here's what I want you guys to do. In this rectangle right here, what I want you to do is I want you to put a dot in the middle of this line in what you see as the middle of this line, what you see as the middle of this line, and what you see as the bottom. 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! 4 dots. You got it? You're nodding. Cool. Kaz, if you could stop that. Please try to be patient with us. So now put a dot here and a dot here. So I got 3 dots across the top. Cool. Now put a dot here on the side, put a dot here on the side, put a dot here on the side, put a dot here on the side. So we got 3 on this side, 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and 3 on the bottom too. Cool? Everybody good? Everybody okay? Cool. So one more. A dot here, a dot here, a dot here, a dot here. So on this side, we're putting dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you might not be able to fit it, but let me take a look. Yeah, it's not bad. Excellent, excellent. Do the same on the other side too. Oh, good dotting. Cool? All right, now watch this. We'll go to the very top corner here, to this dot. Please draw a line from this dot to this dot. Boop, like that. So I've drawn a line connecting this top dot to the highest point on this side. Make sense, guys? All right, cool. Then the next one, same thing. Same thing. Same thing. So what we're going to attempt to do is draw a series of diagonal lines. So. How we do a name? Now we're going to do the opposite? Or we'll wait for everybody to get done. So nod your head if these lines are pretty close to evenly spaced out. It's okay if they're not. Hold up your books. Let me see what you got. Your bottom one's a little crazy, but otherwise it's great. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah, all these look great. Now do it the opposite way. So from here, now again, I'm sensing some exhaling that suggests frustration. Guys, these are the steps like I was talking about. These are the challenges as an artist. And I know there's a lot of people here who are artists, but this is part of the challenge that you should be more than willing to take. This is the discipline. Exactly.
What?
So this is a patterning that can unfold onto a dinosaur's skin. And now I'm going to teach you how to make scales. All right? So, do you? Cool. Watch. Take a look at this top dot right here. What I want you to do is from this top dot to this top dot, I just want you to draw a smiling face that goes through your design. Okay? Whoop, that goes through your diagonal lines. If you're nodding, I'm moving. Do it again here. If you want to change colors, it might help. If you want to move to a darker color, it might help you make them show up. Since I've been drawing with pencil, I can't really do anything about it. If you want to use a Sharpie, it's not a bad idea too. But we have two semicircles, two smiling faces up here. If you've got that, I'll move on.
Okay.
Cool. Then let's draw half one here and half a quarter of a circle. Cool. Now you've got the map to follow. So you'll follow here, here, and here. Your second series should show 3 complete scales. If you want to, and you're a pretty fast drawer while you're waiting for other people, you can feel free to add a detail, like maybe just coloring in each time, right in that little dip point. So I've got 3. Now I'm going to go again, and I'm just following these lines. Following these lines. You're excused. Bless you. So if you're catching on and if it's making sense, then something tells me the diagonal lines have helped provide the map for you to follow to make the scales. That's the intention. So if you're struggling with it, just try to reset and just simply draw a semicircle within those diamond shapes. I'll come around. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Cool. How are we doing? Oh, excellent. Yep, that's nice and tight. So let's finish up. Oh, that's great. Nice, man. Yeah, bro. That's good. Let's just start over here. Go, we got. Oh yeah. So the part was, and something of this. So you were just going overlap like accurately. Now we're going to stagger. Nice, Sean. Yeah, okay. It's very tight. Oh, that's nice. It might be the pencil. I would suggest, why don't we try with Sharpie? You're a good drawer. So you can just go blam, blam. Everything you've done is accurate. It's just hard to see it through the pencil. Yeah. You're cool, son. You don't. Keep doing that. No, it's not. Actually, the diagonal lines get in the way of it. Your patterning is quite accurate. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So listen. What it's showing me is some of the diagonal lines helped, and for some of you it didn't help. That's cool, and so be it. I totally respect that, and I understand that it can be frustrating at times. So it might help if you're doing this and you don't use the diagonal lines as your map and you just start drawing them, but it's something you'll determine as you go. Now, I'm thinking and I'm feeling like maybe you guys are ready to start moving on to your own Spartosaurus design. So I'm going to stop the drill from here. We were going to go to do more fur. We're going to do horns and antlers, and I stole someone's pen cap, like a bad teacher. Anybody missing a pen cap? There we go. Gotcha. So, yeah. Those been sent. Cool. So, little angels. Here's what I propose. The other day, we were drawing this together. I believe this was this one ours? Yeah. So, this was just Triceratops that we were trying to break down. Using the strategy lines, I feel helps a lot of you. It's a strategy that I use. That's beautiful, Ayla. And this is a drawing I will be looking at. Oh my goodness, Marcos, that's beautiful. What I would like you to do now, what I'd like you to do now, based on what we've been doing together already, is that's great. Rosie's a cutie. So that's well drawn. That's good drawings. For the rest of this period, I'd like to give you two options. Seeing some of those completed, like Marcos's Triceratops complete, is an absolutely beautiful picture. Dylan's beautiful. Everyone that's shown me them, they're fantastic. I think it'd be very satisfying for you to finish that picture, and I'd like to encourage you to finish that picture in today's class. The other option is this. It's one of two. So I expect you to finish drawing that Triceratops. It will be evaluated as part of this unit. But right now, as we were drawing these things, I started to see some people's own creativity waking up, and some of you have an idea for your Spartosaurus that you want to make out of clay. So right now, if you have that idea, like, I want to do this saber-toothed tiger style Spartosaurus that's, you know, got a really long tail with spikes on it, or whatever it might be. If you feel motivated to create your Spartosaurus right now, consider where it lives, consider what it looks like. It can be of an age like a Jurassic age, a Triassic age. It could be like a Paleolithic age where they're developing fur or they're developing feathers. There's a lot of theories that suggest that what was it? The Velociraptor, the Arcteryx, a lot of those dinosaurs actually had feathers. Yep. And so if you want to put feathers on it, totally cool. You want to put fur on it, totally cool. You want to put scales on it, totally cool. It's your design. So right now, I don't want to prompt you too much. I want you to start doing either your Spartosaurus or finish your Triceratops. Questions? Cassia? You're raising your hand. Okay. Amy? Guys, listen to this question because it's probably a good one.
Like one that, like a dinosaur that mixed with a bunch of different kinds of dinosaurs?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that was the kind of question I was hoping to hear. It can be a hybridization of dinosaurs that already exist. Like it could be one part Velociraptor, one part Triceratops. I mean, if that works for your design, I support it. If you wanted to make a woolly mammoth that was actually a woolly camel or something, cool. If you want to do an animal that lives underwater, cool. If you want to do an animal that lives in swamps like a Spinosaurus, cool. A mosasaur is an example of an underwater dinosaur. Megalodon as well. A lot of theories suggest that the evolution of crocodiles and alligators hasn't changed much since back then, so some sort of alligator-looking animal's cool. Sharks as well, turtles as well. If you want to do a land animal, a swamp animal, a tree-living animal, a burrowing dinosaur, a flying dinosaur, whatever you have in mind, I support. The only thing I want you to avoid, based on a question I had from the other class, was try to avoid like silly, cartoony, My Little Pony type dinosaur designs or unicorns. Okay, so the intention for us right now is to produce designs that we're going to make out of clay. So this is the math This is the plan for what you're going to make out of clay. So please include the background too. That's all I'm going to say. Blah, blah. Question? Donald?
Will I be using our computer?
Yes, absolutely. If you want to use your computer to Google image like T-Rex or Ankylosaur or just dinosaurs, absolutely go for it. Cass, you were going to ask something?
Can it be like a made up album?
Absolutely. The more made up, the better.
Because I have a really crazy idea.
You always have good ideas. What other stories?
I'm doing that slime.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna need help with some.
Can do. Can do. So like,
I'm gonna do it like kind of low.
to check it, like there some, so this is just off my own memory, right? But like some of the like pteranodons and like pterodactyls and stuff, long beaks, yeah, right? And then the head kind of came up and had like this long point on it, right? That, but Amy, and then would have. Yeah, dude. Something like that. But there's all sorts. Like this, that could be an awesome predatory. Yeah, so like from there you can do something like that as well. Okay. Cool. What's up, Magic? Oh yeah. That's a good idea. Like a narwhal-ish underwater. Yeah, dude, that's great. Okay, so I had a great idea, guys, and it was only my idea, not shared with anybody else. I didn't get it from anybody else, but like a narwhal-style dinosaur that had like one horn. These kind of ideas that I come up with, I don't know where I get them.
From us. From us.
That's a great idea. I look forward to doing some showing and sharing. So yeah, let's get after it. I'll put some other dinosaurs. Hopefully I can